of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shama-lama ding-dong, loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop, where we be Mr. Boop. Whoop. Being Mr. Boop. My name is Lisa Doop, and I am Mr. Boop.
My name is Ryan Pfeiffer, and I'm Mr. Boop. I don't know if it was clear that the tagline there was "Being Mr. Boop!" exclamation. Wait, what was it? Electro point? Being Mr. Boop,
Electro point.
That was. I should have just wrote that. Being Mr. Boop, electro point.
Ryan, it's Thursday, February 29th, Leapmas, 2020.
Leapmas?
Yeah, Leapmas.
Leapmas.
That's what I call it. It's a restaurant.
That's what Amy Adams calls it. Which caused a lot of trouble when she was recording when she was recording the movie Leap Year. That's what they call it in the industry, recording. And she kept saying, "Oh, I love being in this movie Leapmas," and they're like, "Amy, how many times do we have to go over this?"
I don't know how true any of what you're saying is.
It's all true, all of it.
Oh, cool. It's
What do you think you were the first person to ever say Leapmas? No, it was a big.
No, I didn't. I know I didn't invent the term Leapmas. But
honestly, I've never heard it before. If
we're being honest, it's the name of a Residence track.
Okay,
that was recorded on.
We can move on now.
Recorded on February 29th.
Once the Residence comes up, I think it's time to move on.
We can make this a Residence podcast from this point.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. Leapmas.
Hey, I mean, if you want to talk about Resident Evil, then I also would not be able to because I know nothing about that either.
When did the Resident... Yeah, people keep on... There's this post on Tumblr that went around where it says, "So when did the Resident start being evil?"
Oh my God,
and then people keep sending me that.
No more Residents. You should finish the prompt.
Okay, today we're reading the fourth ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's Mr. Boop?
In today's Mr. Boop, Alec shows his sensitive side. I tripped over that a little bit because it says "in this episode," but it's not. That's not what it should say, probably.
So, ooh la la, we start off with a view of Mrs. Boop's sexy legs.
That's one way of saying it. Yeah,
it's a good drawing. I mean, it's a good drawing.
I guess that's arguably true, just because of her status, her historical status.
Yeah.
As a 30s animated sex symbol.
Yeah.
That's history right there. You understand?
Yeah. She's sexy. This cannot be denied.
I guess historically. No, it can't. I mean,
exactly.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but
historically,
that is the mark she has had on history.
Like I love the everything.
About
this. I love everything about this panel, like particularly the way that the roundness of her.
So yeah, we're seeing her legs and torso. We're seeing everything but her head. Her head is cut off at the top of the frame, and where there's a speech bubble coming off from the top of the frame, she's saying, "What's wrong?" And Alec, we do know his name is Alec now, right? They said that in like the last strip.
I think they did.
Yeah. Alec is like clutching her he's like wrapped around her legs, like really. He's crying. There's tears coming out of his glasses. He looks very upset. He's crouched
got the Muppet
down.
Nose.
Does have the Muppet nose again. He's crouched down. His arms are around her legs, and he's saying, "I had a dream where we weren't married anymore." Let me take that again. I had a dream where we weren't married anymore. That's what he's saying. This kind of highlight. We haven't mentioned this, but he is much shorter than Betty Boop in these.
He's like
strips.
the size of a child. He's much shorter than everyone else.
Yeah, he's that's another reason I thought he was Milhouse. But I was like, he's not dressed like Milhouse, and his hair doesn't quite look exactly like Milhouse's hair. Like, there's more lines. Like, if it was just Milhouse, why did they put all the lines in the hair? And eyebrows should be a bit thicker too.
Yeah. He's like, oh,
it's not Milhouse.
God, I'm Milhouse. No. Why do they have an exhaust pipe bar? Why?
What line is that?
That's from. He says he's like, I'm scared of. Bart's like, you're scared of the cars from Cars. And he's like, if they're carnivores, why do they have an exhaust pipe?
That's got to be
like
really
that.
modern Simpsons, right?
Yeah, it's very new.
You still watch The Simpsons? The new ones?
Yeah, I'm still a fan. I'm still a fan of the new ones.
You watch the new
I'll
Simpsons?
Yeah.
What is your opinion of the new Simpsons?
I mean, obviously, it's not as good as the classic stuff, but I think it's still, like, as a nothing, like, just turn your brain off show. It's very fun.
That's exactly what it, yeah.
Yeah, it's
well,
like,
whenever I've tried to watch The Simpsons, it just kind of makes me sad because it's like, it is just nothing. It's like, there's not, I feel like there's not, that, what you just described is a joke, but whenever I watch it, it's like, there's not really jokes a lot of the time. It's just like, stuff happening. I don't know.
I guess.
That's how I see it. But there was this one person I was talking to who loves modern Simpsons. I don't talk to this, but this person stopped talking to me. I don't know why. But they love modern Simpsons. And they don't really care as much about the old Simpsons. They love modern Simpsons, and they think it's much better than the old stuff.
I like a lot of modern. I like them both, if I'm honest.
Pretty much, I feel like universally people prefer the old stuff. Like even you said, like the old stuff is better. This person I was talking to, they had a hard stance that the new stuff is better, which I
oh my god, that's a quote from Lisa Goes Gaga. I just realized. The Cars quote.
Oh no, the worst episode. I haven't seen it, but that's what people say is the worst episode. I'm sure the Elon Musk episode must be worse than that.
Yes.
At this point.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I haven't seen that one either.
No. I don't think he's in the full episode.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. Alec is small. Panel 2.
Oh yeah.
Close up of him wrapped around her legs. He's grinning now. He's still crying, but he's grinning. He's got an eyebrow raised, similar to Milhouse. And his think-along reads, "It's a good thing I'm able to be emotionally vulnerable with my wife, Betty Boop."
He's married to Betty Boop. We didn't know this in the previous panels, but in the previous...
He is, well, we could infer because he said, we weren't married anymore. So if this is your first time listening, or if this was someone's first time reading, they could infer from the first panel. This is great writing right here, because they give you it's like they don't hit you over the head with exposition.
Yeah, they subtly tell you that our dog Brian Griffin is dead. No,
sure.
Didn't get that one.
No, I get the reference.
Oh, just not good. Not good.
I don't. It felt kind of random.
Well, no, because it's like.
Because
it's similar. It's the same way. It's like my wife Betty Boop.
They don't actually say that though. I don't think it's a funny thing that people say. They say, but I don't think in Family Guy they don't actually say our dog Brian Griffin. I think they just say that's right. Brian is dead, which is it's pretty close, but they don't say that's right. Our dog Brian Griffin is dead, which would be much funnier. Panel 3. Betty's consoling Alec, patting him on the head, and as he's crying, there's just like tears coming off his head, and he's saying, "Wah, wah." Betty looks concerned. She says, "Aw, sweetheart, there, it's okay," with 3 electro points.
Yeah. And it kind of looks like he's giving her, a little bit of head, some sweet head.
I'm not following. Head?
Well,
we don't see his head.
Well, it kind of looks like we don't see it because he's giving it to her. Yeah.
Giving her what? A hug?
Some head.
He's giving her. He's hugging her legs.
He's giving her oral.
Oral? I mean, he's orally crying.
A sexual act.
Huh?
Giving her.
You say he's acting asexual? I don't know about that. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with that interpretation.
Sex.
Panel 4, Betty is grinning at the camera, and there's a lot of grinning in these comics. And
big fan of the grins he does.
She looks. It's interesting. In the last panel, she had like dot eyes. She had like big circle eyes. And in this panel, I think she has the Pac-Man eye pupils again, which she has sometimes in these. Maybe her eyes are half lidded, so it's hard to tell. But she's like grinning. I would say devilishly. Would you agree with that? Devilishly.
This is my new profile picture. I've decided now.
Would you agree she's grinning devilishly here?
Yeah, delightfully devilish.
Delightfully. Oh yeah, she's delightfully devilish. Alec.
Delight and devil and delight.
Alec is still crying. He's saying wah wah wah. So like three short wahs as opposed to the 2 long wahs in the last part.
What?
And Betty's think-a-log reads, "I'm so lucky I've got such a sensitive husband. I'll stay with him forever."
Foreshadowing things to come.
Elaborate on that.
Well, I don't know if you've read this comic, but it's called Mr. Boop, and
I'm reading it right now.
Oh well. That
was a funny comic. That was a good comic right there.
Anyway, for now, you can find new episodes on YouTube via the Candyman 106 archive, and for more updates, follow @MrBootPod on Twitter. Better to be soup than dupe.
Better. That's